Here's our marketplace update for July 2026, covering the Sarasota and Manatee County real estate markets. Let's start with single-family homes in Manatee County. Sales were up more than 12% compared to July of last year, while prices increased over 5.5%. What's encouraging here is that the strength wasn't isolated to just one price range. We saw improvement in both unit sales and pricing across all price points. Over in Sarasota County, single-family home sales were roughly flat compared to last year, but the prices jumped more than 14%. Sales under $500,000 were down slightly, but the number that really caught my eye was the over $1 million market, where sales jumped about 38%. And pricing was higher really across all major categories. The condo market was a very different story between the two counties. In Manatee, we saw condo sales up about 15%, but prices were down about 13%. Most of the increase in sales came from that under $500,000 category, which jumped about 33%. Now, from what I'm seeing personally, a number of those sales, a good number, is really the second home owners who were ready to move on and price their properties aggressively to get them sold. Now, take a look at Sarasota County condos, because the headline numbers are really dramatic. Sales were up more than 72%, and reported pricing jumped over 94%. But there's a real important story behind those numbers. Sales under $500,000 were actually relatively flat. The big difference was the over $1 million category, where roughly 2.5 times as many condos closed this July compared to last year. That had a huge impact overall numbers, as you can imagine. And importantly, those luxury sales weren't coming from just one development like we saw at the St. Regis last year. They were spread across a wide range of properties, which suggests the real strength. We have some real strength at the upper end of Sarasota's condo market. So what's the takeaway? Single-family home demand remains healthy, while condos are telling two different stories. Sarasota is seeing strong activity, particularly in the luxury market, while Manatee is still experiencing pricing pressure. Looking at inventory, both counties are sitting around 5 months supply, which remains below what we would traditionally expect for this time of year. And average days on market around 92 days in Manatee and close to 100 in Sarasota, similar to what they've been for the last couple of months. Now, one final number I want to keep an eye on is pending sales. Manatee's combined pending sales for condos and single-family homes were up about 6.4%. However, Sarasota was down almost 16%. Now, that simply may be a timing issue, but it's definitely something we'll be watching as we head into next month. That's it for this month's Market Pulse. If you're thinking about buying or selling, or just want to know what these numbers mean for you or your neighborhood and your property, give us a call. I'm Greg Martin with Sterling Realty. We'll see you next month.